Don't take this shit too seriously.
Does he really think that? Does he think that that's why there's...
I don't know. I rented that movie, Pride recently. Have you guys seen that movie? Anybody see that? It's about the first all-black swim team and the difficulties they had to go through being the first all-black swim team. Let me ask you a question. How many of those white people are evil movies are they gonna make? It's like it's all the way down to swimming. You know? I'm starting to run out of white guilt, you know? No, it's like those movies. They started off unbelievable. Started off with Roots, right? White guilt was at an all-time high. I could barely even watch it. I'm like, dude, I got it. My ancestors are evil, okay? Please turn the channel, dude. Please turn the channel. They still hitting them. Fuck, turn the channel. This is gonna be on all week. Jesus Christ, turn the channel. Then in the 80s, there was like a football movie. Then like Cuba Gooding wanted to be like a scuba diver. Remember that shit? And now it's all the way down to swimming. And I gotta admit, I don't think I give a fuck. You know? I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's a recreational activity. Plus, I've been in pools. There's been black people in the pool, you know? I never saw any white guy like trying to like fucking like prevent people from getting into the pool. It's like, are they just like making this shit up? I'm not being a dick here either, okay? Just to clarify, you know, I just don't want anybody coming up to me after this shit like, you know, I was thinking it, and then you fucking said it, and then... I'm not saying that I don't think black people should be allowed to put on some Speedos and go for a dip. I'm not saying that shit. I'm just saying these movies, like the characters aren't even believable. Like they always have to have like that, the over-the-top, uninhibited white racist character, you know? You know that guy, he's a guy like, he's supposed to represent all the white evil, you know? He's like the dude they always have like screaming during the movie trailer. They'd be like, they were the first all-black swim team. Get out of the pool! He's got like a big vein in his forehead. He's just screaming shit, not even looking around, you know? Dude, it's ridiculous. Real racism is quiet. It's subtle. People look around first, make sure that, you know, they make sure the coast is clear. There's disclaimers like, dude, you know I'm not racist, but these insert group names on my fucked up conversation, right? That's how it goes down. It's not just some guy just standing up there. There's Negroes in the pool! Do you approve of this? I work at the bank. Can I be fired immediately, please? I'm just saying, can you just make the shit, like, believable? You know what the honest thing is those movies, they're starting to give me a complex. You know, because anytime they do a movie about a group of people that thinks dumb shit about another group of people, it's always like white dudes. So it's like, are white dudes the only ones who think ignorant shit about other people, you know? No Mexican guy ever walked up to somebody from India like, dude, what the fuck is that? Is that like itchy? Does that bug you? What is it? White dudes the only ones walking around, well, you guys don't eat cows? What are you, a bunch of fags? Well, then why are you wearing sandals? This guy's wearing sandals. This guy's a fag. No, I'm just saying, you know, just balance the movies out a little bit. Like, just have some of the evil shit that black people say about white people, you know, when we're not around, you know? Like, well, what are some good examples, you know? You know, like, you know what I mean? You're hanging out, you had a rough day, you know? What are some of the classics? You know, what smell like wet dogs, right? You got headlights or something like that, right? Just slip some of that shit in there. Get out of the pool! Wash your hair, motherfucker, right? Just make it seem a little more... Dude, I'm just saying, it's all the way down to swimming. I mean, where the fuck do you go from there? We do like ping pong? They were the first all-black ping pong team. They're gonna steal the paddles. Denzel Washington. My daughter's not playing ping pong! You got to go out there and show the white man you're bad, ping pong. No, I'm not saying, I don't know, it's always just weird bringing this shit up, but... No, I'm not saying white people aren't evil either, because I know we're evil. I got that evil in me. I do, so I can feel it. That's why I try to suppress it. I try to dress casual, you know what I mean? I'm serious, man. I tried a suit on the other day. I felt it coming up. Like, fuck, man, I want to take over some shit, right? want to start telling people what to do. I want to go pollute a lake, blame it on my secretary, you know? Dude, I don't even like those movies when they make black and white people get along, man. Even those ones seem ridiculous, you know? Because there always has to be like some sort of lesson in those movies. Just like, you know, I never looked at it that way. And it's like, that never happens, you know? Anytime I've ever hung out with a black dude, at no point during the evening is he like try to like teach me how to dance, you know? You know, that interracial footloose moment they always have to have in those movies? And I never go to his neighborhood and like try to like save a school, you know? How many times are they gonna make that movie? You know that movie? The white person goes into the projects. They just have to make a difference. You know, they just made that movie again with, what was it, Hilary Swank? It's like, did you even need to go see it? It's like, let me guess, she shows up and they don't accept her, right? Then she goes home, she cries to her effeminate boyfriend who's wearing sweatpants and he's cooking something for some reason, right? And he convinces her to give it one more chance, right? So then she goes back down there, she starts drawing out their inner beauty. Next thing you know, they put a do-rag on her, she starts fucking dancing. And it's just embarrassing for all races involved. For the love of God, stop making that fucking movie. Dude, the amount of times they made that movie, I would think I would know somebody white who actually did that shit, you know? Just be like, that's Mike, yeah, he saves ghettos. That's what he does, you know? I sit around, I watch Sports Center, you know, he's in the projects every weekend. He's writing his name on the blackboard. My name's Mr. Michael. All right, who threw that? Who threw that? It's just annoying after a while, you know? And it always fucking works out, too. Anytime the white person goes down there, I want to see a movie where it doesn't work out. Like the white dude goes down to the first day, just gets the shit kicked out of him, you know? Just leaving all negative. You can't fucking help these people, you know? You go down there, you're trying to do something nice. I couldn't get a goddamn word in. There's a $300 prescription. So here's something I saw the other day I've not seen in a long time. You know what I saw? I saw balls on a dog. Yeah, you remember that shit? Dude, I have not seen that since like the late 90s. I was literally sitting there looking like, I remember that shit. Dogs used to have balls. I remember that. Remember that? You hit your friend, hey, look at his balls, you know, and everybody would laugh. No, but somewhere along the line, it became socially acceptable to cut your dog's balls off, whether there's anything wrong with them or not, under the whole fear of like, well, if we don't do it, he's gonna fuck another dog, they're gonna make more dogs, and what are we gonna do with all these dogs? We're not gonna have homes? What are we gonna do? I love that shit. What are we gonna do? It's like, dude, they're animals. Just let them go. They'll be fine. They got fangs, they got claws, they'll form packs, you know? They'll help with the obesity problem in this country, you know? You come stumbling out of a cheesecake factory just like a herd of fucking Rottweiler running at you. You gotta run to your SUV, dive in Dukes of Hazzard style, right? No, I'm pro dog balls. I am. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Dog should be able to, you know, fuck who he wants to, and it's ridiculous. No, I want to get a dog. I've been dying to get a dog. And immediately, my girls well, we have to get it from getting a dog, we have to get him fixed. I'm like, why do we have to get him fixed? Well, yeah, I think he's supposed to get I'm like, well, you're not a veterinarian. She's like, well, neither are you. Great, then it's a stalemate. Neither one of us knows what the fuck we're talking about, so let's not start cutting anything off the animal, right? So, of course, she's a female. She's got to go out and prove me wrong. Goes out and gets a book. Okay, look at this. See, it says right here, you get your dog fists, he's less likely to be aggressive. Okay? Okay? No, listen. God, you're such an asshole. Just listen. And then it says, he's less likely to rip up the furniture. Yeah, exactly, you know. I was just like, sweetheart, when we were a kid, we had a family dog, all right? He had his balls. Okay, yeah, sure, occasionally he humped your leg, you know? But generally speaking, he just laid around, he begged for food, you came home, he was excited, but he wasn't wearing a raincoat, like jerking off or something, you know? He lived for 15 years without incident with his balls, you know? No sexual harassment, nothing. No, I think it's weird how like human beings are trying to control the population of animals. You know, like anytime the deer population gets out of control, some dude would literally get on TV and be like, all right, the deer population is up to about 1,800. Realistically, we need to get that number down to about 5, 6. All right. So starting them off, you got a gun, fucking shoot one in the face. I'm just sitting at home like, what are the deer doing that's so bad for the environment, you know? They're gonna eat all the fucking grass. They're coming up to trees, just nibbling. Just nibbling. Dude, the deer didn't put a hole in the ozone layer, all right? That's not a bunch of dogs clogging up the freeways. It's us, right? We can fuck all we want. No one's gonna stop it. You could have 15 kids, have a 16th on the way. No one's gonna get on TV and be like, all right, Paul is still fucking. Starting them off, you got a gun, fucking shoot him in the face. Do what you gotta do, this guy, he's got to.
Won't be tonight, Namu. Thanks, Abby. Permanente is subpar, to be honest. I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. I got no complaints about Permanente Bros. That's sweet. Thanks, Barbaric. I don't know what the most heated episode would have been. And my favorite's probably still the episode with Mr. Stark. Not Mr. Stark, Mr. Sark. Jesus. I've been really enjoying Spider-Man. You just reminded me of something I wanted to talk about, though. Thanks. Spider-Man has really brought out, like, some brain rot behavior on Twitter. I'm sure all of you have seen this by now. Let me pull it up. Give me 2 seconds. It's all the people whining about Spider-Man 2, like, in a couple of glitches that they set up. And you go to the profile and their entire life is just living and breathing being an Xbox fan. So, like, the insecurity runs so deep in their veins that they have to constantly, perpetually, like, get into this brainwashing simulator on Twitter to convince themselves that Xbox is perfect and amazing and everything else is bad. So they've been on this huge campaign against Spider-Man 2. Every waking moment is spent looking for as many glitches as they can find and talking about why Starfield would never be this way, or why Starfield was just a victim of Sony fans, hate brigade, and all this. It's fucking crazy to live your life like this. What was the guy's name? It was like Peter Volvo or something. Fuck, what was it? What was his fucking name? Does anyone have it? Summer, you're cool. Peter Ovo, thank you. That was it. I think he was the big one. He posts like every hour with something about it and then preaching the gospel of Xbox. Yeah, here he is. Hold on, I gotta pull up some of these. Hey, Hob, hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I hope you had a great stream. I'm not logged in, so I can't go to his most recent tweets. I have to go to direct. Okay. God damn it. That's such an inconvenience. Ugh. Alright, hold on. I have to scroll through. He posts every 40 minutes at least. Jesus. And it is actually only about Xbox being superior. Give me the Spider-Man 2 glitches that he keeps going on about. Holy Lord. Okay, in the meantime here, I'll give you this one. This one's been making the rounds today. This one is not Peter. This is somebody else. But this one has been all over the place because this guy is very upset about this glitch. Even though this bike is only available in one mission, apparently, you don't get it anywhere else. It's not supposed to be there, and of course it's going to lead to a buggy situation because you put it in a situation it's not supposed to be. And it's a very cool glitch. This is a banger. And Xbox fans ate this up. They're like, yep, overhyped. This just goes to show industry corruption. Everyone saying Spider-Man 2 is better than Starfield is clearly just corrupt and brainwashed. It's wild. Look at his bio. I can't. Not when I'm not logged in, I don't think. What happens if I do? Oh no, it does. It just doesn't bring up his most recent tweets. Oh, newly crowned meme. Nice. Xbox/PC. Peters is your average Game Pass enjoyer. And there's just so much to scroll through, it's crazy. I wanted to go to like one of his glitch ones, but I'm already scrolling like endlessly and I'm only 8 hours deep. I'm only 8 hours deep. He has 40,000 posts, 39.9k, and I think all of them have come since the release of Spider-Man 2. This man is a bot who just activated in order to try and like prevent buyer's remorse from Xbox fans. I don't know. But it is wild. I've been seeing this all day. I can never wrap my head around people that do this, like fight on behalf of a company day and night, just doing free PR for these companies. It absolutely baffles me. Somebody's got to do it. Hey, I guess so. Like making your whole personality being an Xbox fan who does everything he can online to shit on anything Sony related. If that's where you find happiness, who am I to tell you you're wrong? One quick text message, 1 second. It's Phil Spencer. Can you say something nice about Xbox, please, real quick? Okay, I'm back. How far are you into Liza P? I think I'm right towards the end. I'm not positive though, because I haven't looked up anything. I've been trying to do it like fully blind, but I'm pretty sure I'm like right at the end. New very dark horror game is blowing up recently called The Coffin of Andy and Laylee. Probably not a game you can play on stream because of its themes. What kind of themes would make it unable to play on stream? I don't even know what that would look like. But yeah, I'll check it out. Incest. That'll do it. No, yep, that will do it. No, I think Spider-Man 2's been great. I've been really enjoying it. Have you heard about the horror game that came out called Stray Souls? That sounds so familiar. This isn't even out yet. This looks fun. A little loud, but yeah, this looks fun. I'll play it when it comes out. Sure. You do that, Eldon. No, I didn't see that at all. Just now that happened, Eldon? Okay, let me save this so I don't forget. I'll definitely play that. You seen the new game coming out called Don't Scream? Yeah, it's the one that the game ends if you scream. Or, not ends. Restarts if you scream. Do you have a favorite song from Meteora? Yeah, it's gotta be Numb. That was like the first metal song I ever really heard when I was a kid. Metal-ish. And then I went through their entire discography, which at the time was only Hybrid Theory, and then got really into them. It's kind of like rock and metal. Crawling's not on Meteora, it's on Hybrid Theory. Hey, thanks, Random. I'll definitely say more when I can. I haven't heard anything about it, Hut. I can look into it, though. That sounds, like, serious. Not goofy. It sounds awful. Did you hear about the Florida man who killed his wife because she refused to go on the TV show Zombie House Flipping? Oh, I saw that headline. I didn't look into it. What the fuck is Zombie House Flipping? It's like a Halloween special for, like, the rental, or not rental bros. What are they? The twin brothers that do house renovations. U.S. man found guilty of wife's murder in row over zombie house flipping show. Let me start with what that is. Zombie house flipping. It has 6 seasons. Let's pull up its Wikipedia. It's on A&E. Does it have a Wikipedia? It does not. It has 2.9 stars, so not exactly top in the charts there. So why is it called Zombie House Flipping? They steal foreclosed homes to help return neighborhoods to their former glory. So they get dilapidated, abandoned for years properties, hence Zombie House, in Orlando, Florida, and complete extensive renovations and resell them for a profit. Interesting. Not too crazy. Text. Okay. Shanti Cooper abruptly walked out of a meeting with the producers of a home renovation television series that had her husband coveted appearing on in 2018. Am I dumb? Television series that her husband coveted appearing on in 2018. That is not making sense in my head. That line. And she was beaten to death days later. Christ. He was so enraged by her refusal to go on the show, which he believed would bail them out of costly improvements to their house. He received life imprisonment. Sounds about right. God damn.
Landing permission granted. Man on pad 2-4.
No, I haven't heard Depends on when it comes out. I probably will. I usually do.
Scan detected.
It's out today. How long is this one? Yeah, episode 4 just came out. It's about 90 minutes. Okay. I played all the other ones, might as well. You reading? Yeah. I've got them both pulled up side by side instead of merged, which is why it's not super efficient, but we're getting there. We'll get there. Do you know about the Mars nuclear war theory? There's a layer of debris enriched in uranium and thorium. The Mars nuclear war theory. It sounds familiar, but I don't know enough about it. I can already gather what it is, though. Probably a proposition that there was some kind of nuclear war that wiped out intelligent life on Mars and left it that barren wasteland that we know and love. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's a cool theory. Well, thank you for that, Arceus. Appreciate it. Thanks for that. Yep, I'm all caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen. I think Jujutsu Kaisen, like, is just the most beautiful anime. Like, I understand why people won't like it. I get it. But I just don't think there's a single argument to make that it's not a outstandingly beautiful show to watch. I think it is the best, like, action shonen that's ever been made. It is incredible. Like, the fight against Choso is, like, it's nuts. That's nuts. And that's not even, like, a final boss caliber fight or anything. That's just a fight that happens that blows some of the biggest fights in other shows out of the water. I mean, it's just incredible what they've done with that show. It only keeps getting better. I understand the complaints about, like, narrative or characters or whatever. I get it. Even though I still like all of that. But there is just no real argument you can make that it's not a fucking beautiful show. It's an incredibly important fight, though. Is it? I don't read the manga, so I don't know how it ties into the overall world, but that's cool to hear. Welcome, boat. What about recent Bleach? Recent Bleach has been great. Yeah, I liked it. 1000-Year Blood War slapped. I didn't watch Ahsoka. I've completely lost interest in everything Star Wars related, unfortunately. I know a lot of people liked Ahsoka, though, and I'm happy that they liked it. I just didn't even give it a chance. I couldn't bring myself to. I just don't care. I just cannot make myself care about Star Wars again. You watching Undead Unluck? No, I forgot about it. One day. Enjoy your Dominoes, Jack. Will you play the Hellboy game? Yeah, when's it come out? I know it's not far. What's it called? It's like Wicked something? Or no, it's not Wicked. What the fuck is it? It's like web. It's something with it's web. It's something. Oh, it's already out. Is it good? I saw the trailer for this at like Gamescom or whatever we watched.
Four psychic spikes measured at over 150 BPUs. Your job is to find possible links between the spikes before they cause any further repercussions.
No, I won't be playing the remasters again.
Here goes nothing.
The visuals remind me so much of Wolf Among Us. That style. No, I can't go into too much detail with the God Slap animation, but yeah, it is coming along, hopefully. Very excited. Isn't there a Wolf Among Us 2 in production at some point? And they announced it, yeah. I don't know where it's at. You see Quebblecop AI can now do horrible React content. He spams Twitter all day with that, yeah. I actually checked his YouTube account today because I was curious if he was posting that. And no, I did not know there was buttholes on those in that game. Any plans for Halloween? Don't know exactly what we're doing for Halloween Day, but I've got a fire Halloween costume that I'm gonna try and rock. I just need to decide how hard I want to commit to it, because if I want to go like crazy with it, I'm gonna need to do a little something with my facial hair. But I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment, so I'll probably half-ass it. Still a cool costume though. I'm not getting like a pre-built or anything, I'm gonna do it myself. I'll show you when I get it all done. Can you even do the crane anymore? I just talked about that at the beginning of the stream. The only reason the crane hasn't been operational is because YouTube wasn't giving us API access, which it would need, so that way you could track who's playing it and you can play it in the queue. But now that I'm doing simulcasting for Twitch and YouTube, we can just make it work for Twitch. Far easier. So we've already got that in motion. We were talking to them today about it. And thanks for that, Ritz. And thank you for the anonymous 10. And thank you for that, enigmatic. So sweet. 3 back-to-back sweethearts. When's the new music coming out? 5 days. 5 days, the EP drops in the first music video of 5. We still have one more music video to film, so that one won't be out for like another month or so, but it'll be one music video every like week and some change. The EP's on the 27th. How many sponsors do you anticipate losing? None. The sponsor we lost for Filthy, I think, is an isolated incident. Won't happen again. These are not as grimy, so it shouldn't be a problem. I've also so desperately want to talk about that company, because they're massive, and they've blacklisted us from every single thing they make. It has been so fucking frustrating. But Matt tells me I shouldn't. But really, fuck them. Like, it actually makes me upset. Filthy was not that bad of, like, a song. It really wasn't. It was a little gross, sure, but it's not enough to be blacklisted in that industry forever. It's been a year, or not a year, it's been 10 months. And yeah, I've been playing Spider-Man 2 on my own. I can't drop a hint, I'm not gonna do any of that. I will just say that it is an absolutely massive entity that every single one of you use every day. And actively use, and will actively use for the rest of your life. And it makes me very upset, because it's also a company that I am a huge fan of their products, and have used since I was a kid. It was a great partnership. It was Big Pharma, wasn't it? Yeah, I had a Pfizer sponsorship lined up. I really wanted that too. I was unlucky. Have you seen the AI Plankton filter? Oh yeah, I've watched AI Plankton music. I like the AI Plankton. You see the video of the guy driving through the Portland parade? Oh, that was so fucking weird, yeah. He didn't hit anyone, but it was so weird. I didn't see the whole video, but I saw, like, the first bit. This man comes in here like a bat out of hell for some reason.
Of road rage and a close call that sent families at a parade in Portland running. Dashcam footage obtained by NBC affiliate KGW, submitted by prosecutors.
Brave showing it. No, he doesn't hit anyone. I don't exactly. They said road rage, but I don't exactly know what it was in particular. But for some reason, he just drives to the parade and then just drives fucking through it. It's crazy. It was unhinged.
As evidence in court, providing several views inside suspect Sidney Metcham's pickup truck.
Oh my God.
In the video, you see Metcham frustrated, stuck in traffic due to road closures clearing the way for Portland's Grand Floral Parade. His anger boiling over.
They got it all blocked out. The lights said an exit.
Wait, so this was all over the road being blocked off for a parade? I don't think I've ever been that mad over anything in my life. Jesus, he's got that bitch up on 2 wheels. God damn. He did, like I said, he doesn't hit anyone, but look at this shit. That's terrifying. This is his camera POV. Well, yeah, obviously it's his camera POV. They didn't put like a drone on his hood or anything. For some reason, he records his own cabin, even though I can't imagine this is an isolated incident with this kind of blow up. Yeah, this is the guy. He caught himself in full cut. He has a rap sheet. Does he? What was his name? Look it up. Well, actually, wait, it might just be in the rest of this.
Is this guy going for a rampage? Is he going to be killing families, you know, at the parade? Or is he just angry at the bucket? Or what's going on?
A police motorcycle and an unmarked police car unable to stop the vehicle as it exited the parade route. Sidney Metcham eventually parked his vehicle and was later arrested. Charged with felony attempts assault and reckless endangerment. He has pleaded guilty.
Not guilty, huh? Are we sure? I've been framed.
insurance. Court documents show Metcham is from Portland and has been in and out of prison and juvenile detention since he was 15 on sex abuse convictions against minors.
Oh.
No trial date.
So he's a pedophile too. Good lord. What the fuck?
For these latest charges. Valerie.
All right, Aaron, thank
Well
you.
then.
Thanks for watching.
What a situation. All that because they blocked off the road for a fucking parade. They should just... Well, I mean, I don't think he's leaving jail again. 38 counts? I mean, shocker. You can't do this. You can't just drive through a parade like that. So I don't think he's going to be leaving jail anytime soon. He wanted a good view. Yeah, maybe you're right. He was probably late to the Chris Hansen meetup. I really wonder what he was in such a rush for. I am curious. Man heard the elementary school was about to get out and he wanted to go get good seats. I have no idea what he'd be so angry about for having like a slight detour. You would think someone would be careful driving when they have a suspended license. Well, not only that, you'd think he'd be even more cautious having a suspended license and also being a fucking pedophile. Like, the last thing you'd want is for people to know about you. This man just put himself out there in the biggest way possible. The Macy's going back to jail parade. Good one. Suspended license, no insurance, and he's self-recording. The self-recording might actually just be a court order, though, to make sure there's no children in his car. Like, I can't imagine this guy would be self-recording on his own volition. This had to be, like, the government stepping in saying, listen, you can have access to a motor vehicle, but we have to know who's inside your cabin at all times. The gall to plead not guilty, though, when he records himself doing it is incredible. I understand that that's probably just like the standard legal strategy, but man, that is very silly. No, I'm sorry to hear that, A. I don't have any good advice for you, but I hope the two of you figure it out together. Keep in mind, this is all alleged. Of course, yes. He allegedly drove through the parade while recording himself screaming and running through this entire this entire celebration, and then parking his car. It could have been anyone. We don't know yet. It was all AI. That's gonna be a real legal defense strategy pretty soon. Your Honor, that's not my client. It's a deep fake. My client can't even make this face. Have you seen the Bed Bath & Beyond stock cult on Twitter? I know what you're talking about, but I haven't like checked in on them actively or anything. my client has been dead for years. This isn't what you're referring. That just triggered something in me that I wanted to talk about and totally forgot. Did any of you see Will Smith and Jada's I am so... this has become my Kardashians. Did any of you see Will Smith and Jada do their most recent, press tour's the wrong word. Their most recent speech, by chance? Did any of you see that? Okay, let me pull that up real quick. So, I'm sure it's not just me that's been highly addicted to Jada doing the best she can to publicly humiliate her husband every chance she gets. So she's made all the statements about, like, you know, Tupac was her real soulmate, Will's this and that, Will's pathetic, he's weak, he makes me sick, I miss Tupac. Also, when Will slapped Chris Rock, I didn't like it and I don't like him, this and that. Well, Will has now spoken up about it. And basically what he did is just be like, yeah, I still love her, and love overcomes everything. Let me pull it up. It's fucking sad. It actually made me sad. And also, there was a great meme, because for like 24 hours, every couple of hours there'd be a new crazy statement from Jada about Will. And then eventually someone made a meme that I actually believed at first, where it was Jada Pinkett Smith reveals she's never met Will Smith. Because this was during her, like, third eye opening stage where she just kept dropping bombshells about how they're not actually married. They haven't been married. She wasn't cheating. The entanglement was fine, all that. Where's the video? Why is it not coming up? I watched it last night. Is it? No. Why don't these articles just actually link the video instead of just reference it here? Well, okay, best I can give you is this transcription, I guess. Because for some reason they're just not linking it. But basically he comes back, he's like, our relationship has been one big sloppy social experiment, and then everyone laughs, of course. And then he just talks about how much he loves Jada, and that their love is so strong and challenges the rest of the world to basically love someone no matter what and be with them no matter what. My heart was breaking just listening to it, because no matter how much you love someone, that doesn't mean you have to be with them if it's not healthy, which this definitely isn't. Like, it really seems like she resents Will. Like, it really fucking does. I think next step is going to be like full-blown cuckoldry while Will watches, and is going to once again have to be on Jada's podcast and hear about it and put it on blast for the world to, you know, point and laugh at as a spectator sport. It just doesn't end. And they're also talking about maybe writing a book together, which I think is a horrible idea. Are they just humiliation swinger people? I don't know. I mean, Will's a weird guy too, of course. Like, he's done some weird shit, I know. But not like Jada, and not publicly rubbing it in her face all the time. That was what he called it, unconditional love. That's what it was. Wonder how the kids feel about all this. Probably just doing their best to ignore it would be my guess. Thanks, Luke. Do you remember when Will Smith said he had so much sex he puked when he came? Yeah. Which I don't believe. That's just like some kind of lie a frat douchebag would make up at some point. Man, I fucked so much pussy I can't stop puking. So I don't really believe him on that, especially since he's been married to Jada for like 20 years.
Elite Dangerous has a long and complex lore stemming from millions of years ago to thousands of years into the future from today. I really don't want to waste a lot of time on the more present things in the game, as it will take forever to cover it. Anyways, before I start this video, I spent like a frig ton of time making this video, so if you would subscribe and like, it'll really make all of my effort really just mean something. But without further ado, let's start. The lore of Elite takes place a few million years ago with the development of the Thargoid and Guardian civilizations. For the Thargoid side, their origins are mysterious, being essentially unknown. However, what is known is that they probably originated on an ammonia-based world and are millions of years old. Eventually, they developed advanced spaceflight technology and excelled at bioengineering, starting their spacefaring civilization.